Hi guys, so we continue our E3 coverage this week, kicking things off with some GT Sport action using the PlayStation VR. Right, so we have here a rally race here, one-on-one race, and just checking out the visuals straight away, you can notice that the ground surface textures are perhaps a little bit on the low-res side. And the problem is, when you're viewing the VR action on a 2D screen, it's always going to look better on the 2D screen than it is when experiencing it in the VR headset. So if the visuals do look a little bit muddy on the 2D screen, you know, you can bet that when you're actually playing it, it will actually look a little bit worse. So it looks like they've got a bit of optimization to do still before the game releases. It'd be nice to get those textures up a little bit. But you know, a lot of developers are struggling with VR. This first generation of VR is proving very difficult, and you know, last year we learned that GT Sport will not be fully playable in VR, which was a major disappointment to a lot of people, myself included. We just assumed that the full game will be available in VR. You know, it was one of the features that they were touting about, and unfortunately that's not the case. Instead, GT Sport will have what they call a VR Tour mode, which is very much a sort of separate mode from the sort of career and the sport elements. I say career, it's not actually a career mode in the truest sense. It seems like an amalgamation of different sort of mission and etiquette events. So, you know, that's another point that GT Sport is not really a full GT title in the least, because it doesn't have a traditional campaign mode. So it's becoming more and more a bit of a tough sell, I find, with GT Sport. The more features or lack of features that get revealed, you know, it's becoming more and more of a product that perhaps less and less people will be interested in. There is some good news though. All 177 cars will be available to drive in the VR, so that's good news. Although sadly it's been revealed only in the last few days. Kazunori did say that GT Sport will only support one-on-one races in VR mode, so that's a major blow for the title. And you're seeing right now is a one-on-one race here at the rally stage. So it's just too early, isn't it, for the racing genre? I mean, we have some amazing experiences on the PlayStation VR. You know, I was lucky enough to recently play Resident Evil 7, and that, for me, that was incredible. I didn't think that was possible with the first generation PlayStation VR headset. That blew my mind pretty much. But when it comes to the racing genre, it just seems a bridge too far at the moment, so we're going to have to wait until the next generation comes out, whenever that will be. It might be sooner than you think, actually. There is rumours of a new PlayStation perhaps this year or possibly next year, but we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. But it just simply doesn't have enough power. Even the PS4 Pro, although there are some improvements in visuals, less jaggies and whatnot, higher resolution in the PS4 Pro, it still just doesn't have enough grunt. But anyway, that's it for a quick look at some VR action in GT Sports, and we'll have more on the title coming up very shortly. Thanks for watching.